Welcome to Echoes of the Silk Road, a place where mystery, legend, and the unknown intertwine. From chilling encounters to forgotten folklore, every story is a step deeper into the shadows of history and imagination. If you enjoy unraveling the eerie and unexplained, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And now, let's begin our journey down the Silk Road. Today's submission comes from Aaron, who can be found on Instagram at _cloud_E, CLOUDE. Now, let's begin. The invitation. Aaron and Mia didn't know what to expect when they pulled up to the house. A young dude with a rich dad had invited them. No real plan, just a vibe. The driveway was lined with foreign cars, engines still warm, like they had been parked. The house itself? Massive, cold, the kind of place that looked like it had history, even if it was built last year. Inside, the air was thick, with the scent of leather and expensive cologne. The ceiling stretched high, swallowing voices, making conversations feel distant. Mia sat next to Aaron on one of the long, dark couches, the kind that was comfortable, but didn't belong to them. Then the host walked up. He was smooth, like he owned the room, because, technically, he did. He leaned down, his fingers grazing Mia's cheek with familiarity, a smirk tugging at his lips. "You play too much," Mia said, smiling back. The moment stretched. Their eyes locked, and then Aaron saw it. The quick motion. Had he just grabbed her ass? His vision blurred red before his body moved. The slap landed sharp, cracking the tension into pieces. Silence. Then a shift in the room. Everything changed. The host staggered back, his smirk gone. His boys, who had been scattered throughout the house, suddenly weren't so scattered anymore. It was about to go left. Aaron wasn't stupid. He peeped the scene. Too many eyes, too many hands ready to move. He stepped forward, raising his hands in a smooth, controlled way, non-threatening, but firm. "My bad, bro. Flashed out, should have asked what it was for swinging." The host's expression shifted again. He wasn't mad. He was actually quite amused, like Aaron had just played right into something. "All right," the host said, accepting the dap. And just like that, the tension melted. The house came back to life. Music, movement, background laughter, as if nothing had happened. But Aaron knew something had changed. He slipped out back to breathe. The yard was massive, stretching out under city lights. A party raged outside. People living, drinking, laughing. It felt disconnected from what had just happened inside. Then, a group of tall figures emerged. Towering men, mostly strangers. Some familiar faces from school, but nothing more than passing nods. One of them stepped down toward Aaron from the patio stairs. Even from the steps, he was still taller. "Damn, bro," he chuckled, looking down at him. "You small as hell." Aaron smirked. "Yeah, aight. Motherfucker's just tall as hell." The joke landed, but something in their eyes lingered, like they were waiting, testing. Then, people started disappearing. The yard emptied. The noise dulled. The night shifted again. Aaron checked his phone. No text from Mia. He sent one. "Hey, where you at?" Read. No reply. Aaron made his way back inside, through the living room, where a woman on the couch smiled at him. Too wide and too knowing. but he ignored her all the same. His focus was just on Mia. When he found her, she was different. Makeup done, outfit changed. She sat in the hallway, scrolling her phone like nothing had happened. "Hey," Aaron called, stepping up. "What you been on?" She barely looked up. "Oh, he asked me to shower," she said casually. Aaron's stomach dropped. "And you did?" "Yeah," she shrugged. "We're just going to the hospital. He wanted me to dress up." Hospital? What the hell was she talking about? Aaron stared at her, searching for something, anything that made this make sense. "So you just let this dude tell you to shower and you did it? After what just happened?" Mia's expression didn't change. "Bruh, you don't care?" Aaron pressed. Nothing. Just silence and scrolling. His voice rose. "If a woman told me to do that, you be hot. This sounds like a loyalty test and you failing." She paused. For the first time. She considered it. "Yeah, okay," she muttered. But the damage was done. Aaron pulled back. Something was definitely wrong. And worse, she didn't want to leave. Aaron made for the front. The party had swelled. More people, more movement. Then he spotted his friend Hopeton. Hopeton in a fast car, spinning it. And then the host people called him over. Aaron followed, moving slower. He barely made it out before a fist flew. Hopeton went down under a wave of bodies. By the time he stumbled back up, he was bruised and furious. His hands shook. And then he reached for his gun. "Nah, hell no," Aaron muttered, grabbing his wrist. We out, we out." Hopeton wasn't listening. More people saw. Whispers spread. "He got a gun." Then the chaos started. People screamed, running in every direction. Aaron yanked Hopeton toward a black Benz. Unlocked. A miracle. They jumped in and Hopeton sped off into the night. The city lights blurred past. The party was gone. The house was gone. But Aaron's mind was still there. Still trying to piece it together. Had he just escaped something? Or had he just left something unfinished? This dream was a test of loyalty, power, and survival. Some invitations aren't just parties. They're tests. Some houses aren't just houses. They're traps. Aaron and Mia step into a world where they don't make the rules. A house filled with money, power, and hidden gems. And at the center of it, a host who plays with boundaries, influence, and control. At first, Aaron fights back. He stands his ground. But the night keeps shifting. The house keeps pulling them deeper. Mia changes. Or maybe Mia was never the same after stepping inside. And when Aaron tries to leave, the world fights back. Tall figures mock him. People vanish. His own friend is dragged into chaos. And just when violence threatens to consume them all, the escape appears. But what if he hadn't left? What if he hadn't disappeared right away? What if he had stayed just a little longer? Would he have discovered the truth? Or would he have been consumed by it? Some tests you don't pass. You just survive. And now we break down the dream in the literal, i.e., psychological sense. First, we have the fear of losing control. The entire dream revolves around Aaron stepping into an environment where he doesn't hold power, that being the rich house, the tall figures, or Mia's unexplained shift. Next, we have trust and loyalty anxiety. Mia's passive reaction to the host influence taps into a deep-seated fear of betrayal or emotional distance. And then we have masculine competition, the height difference, social hierarchy, and status games all point to an underlying struggle with dominance, respect, and presence. Lastly, we have survival instincts, the sudden violence, the need to de-escalate, and the ultimate escape show Aaron's subconscious processing how to handle conflict and protect himself and his people. And now we get into the spiritual symbolism of this dream. First, we have the house as a spiritual trap. The luxurious house isn't just a setting. It symbolizes temptation, illusion, and hidden dangers. It lures Aaron and Mia in with wealth and status. Mia is drawn into it, symbolizing how external forces can influence personal relationships. Next, we have the host as a trickster figure. He acts like a charismatic manipulator, challenging Aaron's faith in his own reality. He pushes boundaries, but does it with a smile. Mia plays along, making Aaron question, is this real? Or am I the one overreacting? And then we have the tall figures. Spiritual challenges. These towering men represent forces larger than Aaron's control. They mock him for his size, suggesting an existential struggle with feeling powerless in a world dominated by stronger forces. In spiritual terms, this could represent standing against societal pressure, false idols, or unseen forces. And next, the shower as a cleansing or initiation ritual. Mia changing outfits and showering upon the host's request could symbolize a spiritual initiation, being pulled deeper into this reality separate from Aaron, washing away old ties, almost as if she is now a part of this world. Aaron insists trying to bring her back, but she's already different. And then we have Hopeton's gun, a desperate grasp for power. The gun symbolizes a last resort, a breaking point. Spiritually, it could mean the dangers of fighting darkness with more darkness. Aaron taking it from him represents a moral choice to escape rather than escalate. And lastly, we have the final escape, a test of will. The unlocked black bins could symbolize a second chance, a way out. The dream ends with chaos, pursuit, and an escape, symbolizing that sometimes the only way to win is to leave. In conclusion, this dream is both a psychological reflection of power, trust, and survival, and a spiritual test of influence, temptation, and escaping a false reality. Aaron was placed in a world designed to pull him in, take his control, and force him into submission. He resisted, but at what cost? Dreams are more than just stories. They're messages, warnings, and sometimes mysteries waiting to be unraveled. If you've ever had a dream that left you questioning its meaning, wondering what lies beneath the surface, share it with us. Your dream could be the next journey we take into the unknown. If you enjoyed this interpretation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There's a whole world of dreams waiting to be explored, and I'll be here to guide you through them, one dream at a time. Until next time, keep dreaming and stay curious.